G'day guys, this is my 1982 Nissan Cedric. It's a 430 SGL-Turbo Extra, and we're looking to get rid of it. I'm going to do a bit of a walk around video because it's easier to talk about a few things that it needs. So it's NZ, was brought into the country and was registered in New Zealand. So I have the plates, they aren't on hold, it is deregistered. I found it as a barn find 15 years ago. So I've had it shed stored. It was shed stored in the barn that it came out of since 2004. So this is a factory L20 ET, the turbocharged 2 litre 6 cylinder. The first production vehicle out of Japan with a turbocharger, and yeah, big old tank. So this one selling as a project, and it needs a little bit of work to get a rev in. There's bucket loads of spares. I've wrecked three sedans out and a couple of hard tops, so there's definitely spares to go with it. Bumpers, seats, boxes and boxes of trim parts and things. So I'll just wander around and just give the obvious things that need doing, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video. So it's got factory fender mirrors, they're electric. Some of the stuff will be unplugged because the front guards have been off. So the right front guards had the repair work done on the bottom of the guard. There was no work needed in behind the guard, but as you know, most Datsuns tend to rust out the sills. This one, the sills seem to be okay. The sills on the left hand side need a little bit of work, but nothing to the extent of which these can get like. So this one again has the rust in the bottom of the guard that needs fixing, and behind that is actually really good. I can supply photos that I've had in the past. And it's got one hole in the sill here, and I scratched off a bit of bog. It looks like it potentially had run over something and they've just skimmed the sill with a bit of bog and painted that black. I'm pretty sure they're factory white on the bottom, but both sides have the black, and the other side's not showing any signs of rust. It's pretty tidy underneath as well. Chassis rails and stuff don't have any rust. They're a double A arm in the front, so not a strut type in the front suspension. And this turbo one has disc brake rear end as well, so an H190 with a disc brake set up in the back. It'll come on the 4 Steelies with the hubcaps. So you can see the rego there. It was registered up into 2004. The dash is in pretty good condition, just the speakers need to be recovered, and it does have a cracked windscreen, which you might be able to see in the video there. So the windscreen you can still get. There's apparently a couple left in the country. You can see it's just cracked right through the screen there. So it will need a screen, and that rear quarter window we have spares and doors. I've got real rusty doors from other cars that are left. And to get it going, we have taken the external pump, put another one in there, just sort of cable tighter in there. There is a mount usually in there, which I've got, that has a factory pump. I just didn't have one. I don't even think it would fit in the factory cradle, but it runs on that anyway, and that was a fairly decent sized pump. Inside they have parking alarms and door open buzzers, the old 80s ding dong noises. It looks like it's done 134,000 factory Ks. I don't think that would have wound around. I can have a look. Anyway, so the wood grain, it's a 3-speed auto, no overdrive in this one, but you can get the 4-speed overdrive. Has a few different little things around. Blue interior with wood grain. The hood lining has started to sag a little bit. Interior's nice and tidy. Some of the trim bits like this handle here are missing, but I have spares, just haven't been fitted. All electric windows, electric mirrors. It's got a trunk popper and a fuel lid popper. It has wipers that can be intermittent changed. Factory radio and heater controls, AC, which still works. And in the back here, it actually has central locking as well. In the back, these rear seats recline, so you can pull the lever in the front and it pulls this bottom squab forward, so it is a reclining rear seat. Some extra lights in the top. Also has these lights that come on when you're using your cigarette ashtrays. Pretty 80s that is. So come around to the back. This boot lid is rusty, but I have a new boot lid for it, still in black. This one's rusty through the front edge where the chromework sits, but I have a spare. I'm pretty sure it's an aftermarket one, but that's can be bolted on and all the chromework will come off this one, or you could fix that one, but it has got a bit of bog in it. And the spare wheel well needs to be just sanded back and repainted. Just the tow bar mounts have a little bit of extra rust on them, but there's no actual rust holes through the spare wheel well. It just needs to be tidied up and repainted. We had the tank out when we first got it 15 years ago, and that had to get blown out because it was all blocked up, so that's all back in there. And I put an extra fuel filter in the line as well. All the extra bits for the back of the boot are all in storage as well. All the plastics and stuff that I had out, because it does have the other little bit of rust that it has is just here around the pinch for the boot rubber. So the boot rubber, once you take that off, it doesn't go all the way around. It's just a little bit in the back here, so the tail lights and everything were out, which aren't bolted back in properly as yet. Here's a tow bar, and the right hand tail light is broken. I'm pretty sure I have spares, but the spares are for the Gloria model, which has the reverse lights in this panel, and this light is obviously into the panel. This one here may even be able to be repaired. It just needs a side section and a piece put into the red, which you can get done. So that's that. And on this side, there are some badges and stuff that are missing, and there is some rubber strips off the doors, which should be able to be grabbed off all the other ones that I've got that are spares. The front is just put on temporarily, like the bumpers and the lights and stuff, because they were all off, just to checking for rust as well, and to get those guards off. We'll have a look into here. So you can see it's been in storage because the birds have been in there. So that's your L20 ET turbo. They make pretty good power, but yeah, this one runs really well. I'll get a video of it running. 430 with the L20 ET. Has all of its factory plumbing and pipe work as well. Power steering. It has, I have the factory hubcaps. Those are actually a Nissan President hubcaps. But I do have the factory set as well for the 14-inch wheels. Great project for somebody. Yeah, it will need revinning, which is a little bit of a process, but a great project for somebody, and a pretty solid 80s car. A lot of them really rusted out. 1982 Cedric Turbo.